going to go to James Creedon now because it is time for Media Watch. Yes. Hi there, James. And I was going to say stay with all things French because you're going to tell us about...
a little reprieve from French politics.
A little reprieve,
We'll be back to it soon, I'm sure.
Yes, absolutely. We're going to talk about Yves Saint Laurent.
Yes.
Its latest advertising campaign has come under fire here in France for being sexist.
That's right. It's really given cause for a lot of upset, and a huge amount of people have taken to social media sort of separately. This isn't a case of a coordinated campaign on social media. People are going along in the street in Paris and elsewhere, photographing the advertisement, putting it up on social media, and they just aren't happy about it.
What are we looking at here? A woman's leg?
Now, the quality of the photo isn't great because it was uploaded by somebody onto social media, but you're going to see this photo again and again.
This is the sort of thing you see at a bus stop.
That's it. So this is a typical bus stop or sort of in newspapers, a vending space in Paris, and this is another one. So you see a woman sort of bending over a stool, and you've got roller skates.
I think the idea is you look
you've
at
got
her shoes,
tights, fishnet tights, and it's suggestive positions, all that sort of stuff. Horrified. So just starting with some tweets in English. Horrified by Yves Saint Laurent's new campaign in the streets of Paris, disgusting, sexist and degrading. I'll go through these quickly enough because it's kind of the same idea. You have men tweeting it here. This is a guy saying this latest campaign is really awful and degrading. I looked for tweets that were sort of defending it, and I have to say I didn't find any. Maybe I didn't look hard enough, but I couldn't find... now, there was a hashtag YSL withdraw your degrading ad is how you would translate that. And this guy here is saying this is not the image of women that I want to transmit to my children. So you can see that really across the board, tweets in English, tweets in French, tweets in by men and women. This one here saying submissiveness, objectivity, or objectivizing women, I suppose. These are the hashtags. And
an invitation to an eating disorder.
That's right. So a lot of people really just not in agreement with this at all, calling it even the return of sort of chic porn. Now, it's interesting because Yves Saint Laurent was the French designer who came out with the first trouser suit, known in French as the smoking. And he was sort of seen as a feminist in a way because the trouser suit was a form of clothing that empowered women in the workplace and stuff like that. And so there were quite a few tweets saying Yves Saint Laurent would be turning in his grave over this particular campaign, Laura. And
a lot of people have questioned the timing of this because tomorrow is International Women's Day.
That's right. I'm not sure they kind of factored that in, if you like, but indeed it is. And there have been many tweets saying, great timing, 8th of March tomorrow. A couple of other tweets as well referencing Coco Chanel. Some people think luxury is the opposite of poverty. This is a quote from Coco Chanel. It is not. It is the opposite of vulgarity. So basically people thought it was just a bit, not even a bit, a lot vulgar.
A lot of leg.
There you go. And in particular, in the week when you have International Women's Day, people felt it was just inappropriate. It's Fashion Week this week.
And there is a lot of debate raging about feminism and what it means at the moment, isn't there? I'm thinking of the actress Emma Watson.
That's right.
She's been forced to come out and defend a bit of a racy shoot she did herself.
It's similar themes coming through that particular debate. A lot of that also on social media as well. So essentially, she was in Vanity Fair, the last edition of it, and there were some photos of her like this, so suggestive photos, whatnot.
Which got her on the front page of all the newspapers,
right.
Which is pretty useful because she is promoting a film.
That's right. So maybe that was part of it. Who knows? But the thing is, she has taken a big stand many times in the past on issues of feminism.
Well, she criticised Beyoncé a few years ago, didn't she?
That's
for using her sexuality. She basically said, well, Beyoncé, you're not really a feminist because of the way you portray yourself and your body.
That's right. And
so it is a little bit rich for her to come out with this shoot.
Well, many people thought that. In any case, there was one, so just some quotes on social media. This is a columnist for the Daily Mail, and she said, feminism, gender wage gap. Why, oh, why am I not taken seriously? Oh, here are my boobs. So, people felt it was somewhat hypocritical, I suppose. Feminism, but some people defended her. Feminism is about giving women free choice. They can cover up or expose their bodies as they want.
But it's more about what she said to Beyoncé, surely.
Well, I have a tweet referencing that, actually. Yeah. Beyoncé using her sexuality as empowerment isn't feminism. Also, Emma Watson. So she may have left herself open for that particular... I know she defended herself on social media regarding that point.
Do we think Beyoncé cares?
Posting the full quote. Probably not. That was 5 years ago as well. And as somebody said on social media, Twitter doesn't forget. You see, these comments can be dug out again.
The internet never forgets.
So what was it? Emma Watson said Beyoncé's feminism is for the male gaze. and now I'm seeing her boobs in a magazine. I love how consistent she is. Anyway, there was one more quote defending her. Because God forbid a woman can be both political and sexual. That's too much power right there for you. In any case, I think there are some parallels between the two debates. In particular, where is the line between quote unquote...
That's an interesting one. Ban page 3 girls.
Let's go back to it. What did it say?
It said there was a campaign, of course, to ban page 3, which was topless women in a British newspaper.
That's right.
But when Emma Watson does it, it's brave and sunny.
That's right. So you see...
I don't know, I'm a woman and I'm confused.
Right, well, it is confusing because I think the line between what is degrading and what is sort of
empowering,
sexy or whatever, it depends on the person maybe. But I think there seems to be a unanimous opinion that the Yves Saint Laurent campaign has gone too far.
Please tweet James and tell him what you think. All right, James,
but
thank you very much.
But I've seen the photos already, you don't need to send any more.
Yeah, no, you've seen enough. All right, thanks very much, James. All right.